So here we go. We are talking 7.6, and we got still common logarithms, and I got a warm up for you guys. I see some of you guys have already started trying it, so go ahead and keep going. So start the warm up. I'm going to call on people for each step. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a head start, and then I'm going to call on people to tell me how to do this problem, very similar to what we did yesterday. All right, because this will actually help with today's lesson, which is very, very, very similar to yesterday's lesson. Okay, and your head start is over. Okay, so let me just call on people and just see what you think. So starting with Michael. All right, Michael, what would you do first?
So I would move like the exponent of x plus 5 down, so it'd be x plus 5 log 2.
Nice. Okay, so you're going to log both sides and then bring the exponent down. Perfect. All right, and then what about the right hand?
X x minus 2 log 3.
Perfect. Nicely done. Great. Thank you, Michael. All right. Next step, let's go to Sophia. What would you do next?
And then I'm not sure if this is correct, but would you distribute the x plus 5 and the x minus 2 since there's two x's?
Good. Yes. Perfect. So what do you get?
So then you get x log 2 plus 5 log 2 equals x log 3 minus 2 log 3.
Nice. Perfect. Yes. And I agree with your reasoning as well. Since you have x on both sides of the equation, that's why you should distribute and separate out that parenthesis. Good. Nice, Sophia. Thank you. All right. From there, David, what would you do from there? I don't think we can divide yet. So we want to get everything with x to the left hand side, everything without x to the right hand side. So how do we do that?
Minus x log 3 in both sides.
Good. Yes. Minus x log 3 to both sides. Good. And
And plus and minus 5 log 2 both sides.
perfect. Nicely done, David. Okay. So that will get this anything with an x on the left, and then anything without an x on the right. Great job. Okay. From there, next step, Mason, what do you think? What do we do from there?
I'm honestly kind of lost.
Ooh, okay. Where did I lose you?
Like right around this step, like I don't really know how to continue.
Oh, like just right here?
Yeah, like can you like combine both x logs, or is that not possible?
Oh, like subtract these two? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah,
No, we can't
yeah.
quite do that. I don't know how we would do that. We don't have any properties that will let us do that. So keep in mind that our goal in the end is to get x is equal to something, right? So we want to get x all by itself and just one x. So notice here, I have both of these terms with x. What can I do so in the end I would just end up with one x on this left hand side?
Can you do like x times log 2 minus log 3?
There you go. Nice. That's perfect. Yes. Do you know what that's called? Do you know what you just did?
It's like distributive property or something?
It's actually the opposite of distribute. It starts with an F.
Factoring?
Yes, good. Nice, Mason. Yeah, you just factored it out. You factor out the X, and that way you just have that one X on the left-hand side. Good job. Nicely done. Okay, and then our final step, Yuki, what do we do for our final step to solve for X?
Do you divide?
Perfect. Yes. What do I divide?
Divide it by log 2 minus log 3 on both sides.
Both sides. Excellent job, Yuki. Nice. Okay, so that now is our answer, which we need to plug into our calculator to get our decimal answers. Give me 4 decimals, put it in the chat. Let's see if we all get the same answers, because sometimes it gets tricky even at this part where we have to type it in. So let's make sure we're all typing it in correctly. No on the negative answer. Make sure you put parentheses around the entire numerator. Put parentheses around the entire denominator. All right, and try again. Good. Nice, Michael. Good. Nice, Geo. All right, looking good, guys. Nice. All right, final answer. X is equal to 13.9666. Excellent job, everybody. And with the correct rounding and everything. So, great job. All right, any questions? Anybody not getting that in their calculator and you want me to explain how to type that in? Let me know in the chat and I will be happy to do that. Okay. Yeah. So when you type it in, you just have to be really careful with putting the entire numerator in a parentheses on your calculator and put a parentheses around the entire denominator. So try that again on your calculator with those parentheses and see if you get the final answer. Oh, even the Desmos online calc should still get you the right answer. Okay. I'd have to see exactly what you typed in to know. So I would just experiment around, like just double check like negatives, things like that. And just kind of, yeah. Even if you guys have to do it piece by piece, like -2 log 3, press enter. -5 log 2, press enter. Like you basically have to do PEMDAS for your calculator. All right, so just think of it like that. Okay, so just keep playing around with that until you get the 13.9666. If you really can't get it, tell me after class and I'll show you what I'm doing on my calculator, okay? All right, cool. Let's go to number 1. All right, so going into, oh, forgot the negative. Yep, that'll do it. No worries. All right, let me go into the lesson now, guys. Notice we're solving inequalities now. All right, so solving inequalities. The good news is nothing is different. Everything is exactly the same. So it's not even really like a new lesson. The only thing I would say be careful of is be careful when you divide by a negative. Remember to flip the inequality and yeah, as always. Okay. So it's pretty much the same thing. I'll show you number 1 just to kind of prove it to you. Okay, so I'm going to log both sides. Okay, I'm going to bring down my exponent using parentheses. Now I have 1x already on the left-hand side. So I don't want to distribute the log 7. Instead, I'm going to divide by the log 7. To get me this. Okay. Now, before I continue to solve for x, let me go ahead and give you guys a word of caution here. A lot of times, especially when people are going fast, they'll see this and want to make it into this. Please don't do that. Okay? Not true. Not true. Okay? That is not a property of log. So please, please, please don't do that. Okay, keep it as just log 21 over 7. Just keep it like that. All right, now I'm going to add the 1 and divide 3. Okay, now remember you are doing PEMDAS for your calculator. So do the log 21 over log 7 first, then add the 1, then divide the 3. All right, type it into your calculator. Let's see if we can get the right one this time. All right, so x is greater than or equal to what? Type it in, 4 decimals. Show me what you got. Awesome, looking good, guys. All right, so yeah, 4 decimals. We got x is greater than or equal to 0.8549. All right, good job on that. All right, nice, Caitlin. Sweet. Okay, you want number 2 is actually really similar, so I'm going to have you guys try it. So try number 2 on your own. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes and give me the entire inequality though for the answer. Don't just give me the number. Give me, like, for number 1, give me x is greater than or equal to 0.8549, but for number 2. Okay, try it. Go for it. Okay, let me go ahead and reveal, and there it is. All right, so final answer was y is less than negative 2.6977. All right, you can go ahead and look at my work if you were not sure about anything.
Mrs. Leong,
Yeah, go for it.
my calculator like automatically rounded it to negative 2.6978. So would you want it to? Yeah.
Interesting. Let me see. Log 15 divided by log 8 minus 4. It should be 7 because the number after that is 0. So it shouldn't round up to 8. I'm not sure why your calculator did
I
that.
think it might have been because I rounded the number that I got from log 15 divided by log 8.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
And then that.
got it. I would say, yeah, don't round until the very end of the problem, Raheel. But if you were to do that on the quiz and you got an 8 here, but you showed all your work perfectly, like, you would still get 100% on that problem. So don't worry about it.
Okay.
Cool. All right, nice, guys. Let's go to number 3. Good job, Geo. Nice. Okay, number 3. Number 3 is very similar to our warm-up. Okay, so we do the exact same thing as our warm-up. Let me just start calling on people and let's see how far we get. Okay, starting with Gavin. All right, Gavin, what do we do first?
You take 3 raised 4x minus 7 and turn it into 4x minus 7 log 3.
Nice. All right.
And then same on the other side as well, I believe.
Perfect. Excellent. Log both sides, bring the exponent down. Great job. Okay. Next, let's go to Jaden. Jaden, what do we do from here? What do we do?
We could distribute, so we'd get 4x log 3 minus 7 log 3 on
Nice.
the left side.
Uh-huh.
And that is greater than 2x log 4 plus 3 log 4.
Perfect. Nicely done, Luke. All right. From there, Faith. Faith, what do we do from here?
Okay, from there you distribute it. Oh wait, no. Oh, you switch the sides, so you had to bring the x's together, and then yeah, so you subtract 2x log 4,
Good. All right.
and then
So
you
what do we get?
and then you would have on one side you have 4x log 3 minus 2x log 4, and then you can add the 7 log 3 to the other side,
Good.
and then it's 3 log 4 plus 7 log 3.
Perfect. Nicely done. Awesome. Okay. From there, what do we do from there? Raheel.
Okay, so from here, do you? I think you divide.
Kind of. Okay. What do we divide?
Yeah, you want to get. Okay, so all the x's are on the same side. So
Good. Yeah. All you have to side. Good.
do you like factor it out or?
Yes. Nice.
I'm not too sure.
Yep. Nope. You factor it out. So what do I factor out?
The x's.
Good. All right. So I get x parenthesis. What's left?
4 log 3
Uh-huh.
minus minus 2 log 4.
Perfect. Nicely done, Raheel. Good. All right. And this one stays the same on the right-hand side. All right. And lastly, Heidi, what do we do as our last step? Hi. Oh, there you go. Yes.
I'm not exactly sure.
Well, what do you think? Give it a shot, even if you're not sure.
Um, do you divide both sides by the 4 log 3 minus 2 log 4?
Good job. Nice, Heidi. So divide both sides by that entire parenthesis. All right. So, perfect, guys. Nice. Now, our last step is to type that all into our calculator correctly. All right. So let's go ahead and if you want to write parentheses, just to remind yourself to do that, feel free to do that here. Put parentheses around the numerator, put parentheses around the denominator, and let's see if we can get this decimal. And let me see. Good. Nice, Michael. That actually is a really good question. Do we need to flip the sign? You know what? Let's check. So let's check what this denominator is equal to. So 4 log 3 minus 2 log 4 is positive. Okay, so because that denominator is positive, you do not need to flip the sign. But I am glad you asked because that definitely, if it turned out to be negative, yes, then we would flip the sign. But because it's positive, we do not need to. But glad you checked. Nice. All right, good. Nice. Yes, Mason. Yes, Gino. Yes, Raheel. Good. Nicely done, guys. All right. Let me go ahead and write it down and you guys can check with what's up here. 7.3059. Well done, everybody. Cool. Awesome, awesome job, guys. Yay, we have time for the word problem. Okay, I really wanted to practice word problems with you guys because I keep hearing that word problems are kind of like this beast, and I want to show you guys how to handle it, okay? And that way you guys can get better and better at it. All right, let me get a reader first. So let me call on Maya. Can you read this one out for us, please? Okay, 5 years ago, the grizzly bear population in a certain national park was 325. Today, it's 450. Studies show that the park can support a population of 750. Use the equation. Okay, so A, what is the average rate of growth? Okay, so here's my first tip for you guys in doing word problems. First, know what you're looking for, right? So part A says, what is the average rate of growth? So that means I'm looking for R. All right, I'm looking for R in this formula. If the grizzlies reproduce once a year, okay? So the reason why I'm focusing on what I'm looking for is because that tells me which variables I still need. So I still need A parentheses T. I still need A. I don't know R, and I need T. Okay. All right. So let's see what we have. At the top, it says 5 years ago, the grizzly bear population was 325. Today, it is 450. Okay. So that means it started with 325. Okay. So that's my A. I'm looking for R, so I'm going to still leave that. It says it took 5 years to get to a population of 450. So it took 5 years, that's T, to get to a population of 450. All right, so now I can just solve for R. R is all by itself, it's the only variable. So I'm going to divide by 325. Okay. And that gets me 1.3846 ... is equal to 1 plus R to the 5th power. All right, and then to solve for R, I'm going to take both sides to the 1/5. All right, so to the power of 1/5. Okay, and that gets me 1.0672 ... All right, that takes care of the exponent, and then I subtract 1. So R is 0.06725. I'll stop there. Okay, so that's the average rate of growth. Usually rate of growth is in percent, so I'll write this as 6.725%. Okay. All right. Part B, how many years will it take to reach the max population? Okay, so once again, using my strategy of knowing what I'm looking for. How many years? So I'm looking for T. Will it take to reach the max population? All right, and the max population they said was 750 if the population growth continues on the same average rate. Okay, so using the formula, I'm going to plug in everything except T. So I want to figure out, all right, max population of 750 if they started at the 325. The rate was 0.06725, which we found in part A, and now we just need to solve for T. Okay, so I'm going to divide 750 by the 325. I'm going to add the 1 with that decimal. And notice my variable T is on the numerator. So I'm going to log both sides to get that down. So I get T log of 1.06725. And then now I'm going to divide both sides by this log. All right, and that gets me a t of, type that into my calculator, of 12.8485. All right, so how many years? That rounds up to 13 years is what I get.